Hello and welcome to Behind the Y.
We're talking about the people, programs, and purpose behind the YMCA of Harrison County.
I'm your host, Moody, alongside my co-host, Janelle and Amy.
Let's take a look behind the Y.
All right, so welcome back. As you can see, we're on the running track.
Running track?
Pickleball court. And we're going to talk about...
Tell the people where we are,
We're on
Moody.
the pool deck again.
Okay.
Here we are on the pool deck
We're
again.
on the opposite side of where we recorded last time when we were here with John and we did his interview. So this is a different perspective. Yeah. You guys can kind of see one of the main doors, exit doors out of here.
Yep.
And then what are these, Moody?
These are starting blocks. The swim team uses these to start their races. So they'll get up on those blocks, get ready for the race, and the whistle goes off and they jump. In my day, back in the 1900s, they were made out of wood. Not even making it up.
Sounds like you would get a splinter.
You would. Wood steps that you climbed up and then you were on there, and they came away too.
Huh.
Yeah. So these are nice. Those are starting blocks, starting lines for the racers, and the flags. Those are backstroke flags, so they can tell when they're going to get close to the wall.
Yeah.
You know? So
all this stuff that's out here, it's not just for decoration.
Not decoration at all. Everything has a purpose. Yep. All the colors have a meaning. All the stripes. Every stripe is carefully measured and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely a competitive pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're in here today. We obviously don't have a guest with us. It's just the two of us again.
Guest. Yep.
So today, one of the big things that we wanted to talk about was the Splash program. And Moody, this is obviously kind of your jurisdiction, something that you're overseeing day in and day out.
Yes.
So for people that don't know, what is the Splash program? What is that?
So Splash is a program that we initiated with our local, actually the whole county's worth of elementary kids, third graders, to it's drown proofing with some strokes and some swimming in there, but essentially what it is safety around water.
Yep.
And so I've got maybe a half a dozen, 7 or 8 volunteers who come in, and they work with the kids one class at a time, 20 kids at a time, and they take them through a pretty comprehensive program and teach them all about water safety and safety around the water and in the water. And we end up reaching, this year it'll be about somewhere under 700 kids.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of
all
kids.
area third graders.
All from around the county. I think it's 2 counties we're actually covering now. I know it's all of this one, and I think we're branching out into other counties.
Yeah.
And I'm looking into getting in touch with a homeschool community. I want to get a group of homeschool kids in here together and get them going.
Yeah, I mean, these are such needed skills for anybody, right? And so to learn safety around water, your kind of essentials. Maybe some of these kids, I'm assuming, may have never been around water or had the opportunity to be around water.
A lot of them actually, and then there's that whole. So the program really starts right from the moment they get in the door, which is kind of cool because these are third graders, and so just being in this environment and doing things in a quiet, orderly fashion and keeping track of your stuff and listening to your teachers and dividing up into groups and remembering who your group was and all that kind of stuff, it all kind of, I think, has benefits for the kids even before they get wet. You know what I mean? Like they're a part of something that they have to pay attention and it's a serious topic, and that kind of stuff.
It's a different learning environment as well, being here at the Y. Maybe they haven't even been exposed to the YMCA.
Sure, or only a backyard pool at a friend's house. And this is the first time they've seen it.
Yeah, but I know we've talked about as well, like it doesn't take much water to even be able to drown with it.
Drown in here.
Which, of course, isn't probably isn't a very common, that's not a joking matter. It's not a very common thing to happen, more than likely, but, we live in an area where there's a lot of lakes, there's ponds,
rivers.
There's rivers, there's Indian Creek, there's a lot of opportunities for an unsafe environment to potentially arise for young children. So just kind of having those instinctual skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess I wanted to talk today, if someone hasn't had the opportunity to experience this, like going through the steps of, you mentioned like from the moment they walk in the door, they have a process. So can you kind of take us through a little bit of like what that timeline looks like?
Yeah, I think when they first arrive, we sit them down in the bleachers, and one of our volunteers, Fred, is particularly good at doing the sort of preamble He's got some posters. He does a little kind of a show and tell piece,
Okay.
talking about general topics like what they might encounter around a water body, or some of the safety equipment and stuff like that. I jump in and I talk about safety here around our pool. So our pool is an indoor pool, which makes it inherently safer than an outdoor pool for a number of reasons.
Why is that? Like, can you
I think
elaborate?
a lot of it has to do with lighting. I think is a huge part of it.
Okay.
We don't have the sun, kind of glaring on the pool and that kind of stuff. And after that, I'd have to profess ignorance. I don't know why that's a true statistic other than that, but I do know that drownings and water incidences are lower.
Maybe because like you're going to have a lifeguard typically within an
Could be
indoor
that,
area.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of outdoor pools in this area, so having this skill is really, I mean, it's right up there with driving and riding a bike and tying your shoes, I think.
I agree,
Something you got to do. But it's a very cool program, and the volunteers are thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah. So you said you go through the beginning stages of kind of doing a presentation
so
to the
kids. So they get a preamble, and then they rally over here, and one of the biggest parts of the process is getting them in and out of the pool. They got to get out of their clothes and into their bathing suits, and so get them all sorted out. We get them back out in the bleachers. We have a short talk with them. Then they divide it up into groups of 4 or 5.
Okay.
Each group gets into a lane. They have a volunteer dedicated to those 4 or 5 kiddos.
Okay.
And they work up through a progression, and it starts kind of like you might think. It's first it's just kind of acclimating, because like you said, a lot of these kids have never been around a body of water this big. So for initially, it's even just putting your head in the water and blowing some bubbles, or getting wet all the way down to your neck. I mean, these are big things. So we'll have things like bobbing and blowing bubbles and stuff like that. And day one is very much just sort of finding where we're at, reading the room, seeing how the kiddos respond. And I've got some of our skills here.
And we'll show a clip over this as well. So what Moodie has here on the table is the skills that they go through. So when they start on Monday, what you're working on, which I'm saying, like you were saying, the bobbing, blowing bubbles.
Yep. Monday is a skills day. Tuesday is a skills day where we review day one, and then we add a new set of skills.
Okay.
And so it goes from kind of kicking and floating and kind of getting comfortable floating on our back, to now we're doing gliding, or actually stroking above the water, doing some front strokes. We teach them when they're tired to float on their back, and then maybe take a break and then go back and start. So they start learning those things on the second day. Then the third day is my favorite day. That's boat day.
Okay.
Boat day, we'll have to get a picture of it, of the Zodiac. We take a Zodiac boat and we pop it in the pool. Now, we're all adults here, and so we just say, oh yeah, so you put the boat in the pool. That makes perfect sense. I never get tired of letting the kids know that we're going to put a boat in the pool, because it blows their minds.
Yeah.
They're like a boat, like in the pool.
I can imagine them imagining like a boat that you would take out on like Patoka Lake, they're like, oh my, we're putting a yacht in the pool. Yeah, but
we'll put a 4-horse motor on it.
It's a pretty. I mean, it's a decent sized little boat. I mean, we'll hopefully have some clips that we'll be showing throughout this video.
That'd be cool
as well. So you guys can kind of see as well, like what the whole process looks like. And
so boat day, we load them in the boat. They get life preservers on, and we have them bail out of the boat one at a time, and they roll over on their back and they paddle to shore. And then, so that's a big day, boat day. And then we give them some free time. And then Friday is test day.
Okay.
We do test them out, and we have them swim twice from the deep end to the shallow end, and a number of other skills. They jump in and push off the bottom and turn around, grab the side, just all like safety stuff. It's pretty fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and they're good kids.
And like you said, there is. You said about 600, a little over 600.
Last year was 600. I think I've got more this year.
And that's all area third graders that we're working with. And this is only a program that's available here at the YMCA.
That's correct.
So this is really a big deal. I mean, I think I can't remember if we brought it up in one of the episodes or not. I remember.
We did, and you were in Splash.
Yeah. I remember going through the program, and now that I've been coming in and trying to see kind of what all is going on as well. I do remember some of the things that we did. I mean, it stuck with me, so I feel like that's very important, and I'm sure that it's sticking with a lot of these kids as well. I mean, I remember it being fun, and you're with your friends, and so of course
out of school,
they're third graders, so of course they're going to be giggling and having a fun time, and some kids are more comfortable than others as well.
But a giggler.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
so, anywho, so there's a a lot to be said for this program, and that we're glad that this is something that the YMCA can provide to the community. That hopefully, I mean, I don't know what the statistics are here, but even helping to save lives, really. I mean, if we're getting on a deeper aspect, right?
Almost certainly, yes. And in fact, I will say that even if we did all 600 kids, and I mean, we're going to be doing this until next year to get through all these kids.
A long series of programs.
Long program. I'm confident that if you asked any of the volunteers or myself, would we do it all if it meant one kid was going to know what to do when he fell out of the boat? 100%. It would be worth it.
Yeah.
100%. And I guarantee you that with all the kids that we have through this facility for this program, I would, if an angel came down and told us that we saved lives, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue.
And I mean, there's kind of an alarming statistic of how many drownings there are within, even if you were just to look in the state of Indiana, of children that drown within, could be a swimming pool, whatever, a body of water of some kind. And if we can help to prevent that, I think that's humongous for a community as a whole. So
and it is. And I don't have any statistics or facts to back this up, but I think that one of the other things that is important is that we're not just talking about this is professional water safety. This is professional grade safety around water. And we can do our best as parents to safeguard our kids against the water. But the fact is that unless you're, certified in this stuff, you might be missing something vital. And it really, we can do our best to protect our kids and all, but it's really best to have somebody who knows what they're doing, get some professional instruction, and teach them how to be safe around water.
Now, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit. So let's say that you don't have a third grader yet and you're wanting to either get your child involved with some kind of swim lesson early, or maybe even they have some skills and you're wanting to help them progress. Now, there are some swim lessons. We
have lessons here now. Okay. I just started up a new series. We just started yesterday, as a matter of fact. We have a new swim instructor. She's awesome.
Okay.
Chloe.
Nice.
And she is, I think, going to be awesome. I shadowed her yesterday on her first day, and she's got the knack. Yeah,
Good.
She's got the. So absolutely, we have lessons started up. You can call. You can register online. You can come in and register. Anybody has any difficulty registering or questions can always call or email me. And
is there an age limit to whenever they begin these lessons?
We do everywhere from parents and tots, which is you got your kiddo in some pool safe diapers and you're floating around the pool with your own kiddo, and up to sharks. So and I try not to do age brackets. Yeah, and I think I mentioned that before. I try and do skill level because that's really the most important thing is where are you at in your progression in the skills.
Okay.
But we've got lessons started up and they should be going for the foreseeable future.
Well, that's awesome. To know that there is another opportunity, or if you're within a homeschool group and you're wanting, I know that we're trying, like you said, we're working on that program to hopefully have them as part of the Splash program. But if you're looking for some kind of different avenue, please call the YMCA. And I've got people
that have connections and they're reaching out. But if you're hearing this and you know a group, I know my daughter was homeschooled, so I know that they kind of have groups that they stick with.
Yep.
If you know a group, have them get in touch with me. I'd love to come and water safety their kids. That's not even a verb, but you know what I mean.
Whatever. Yeah, I think the people understand.
Water safety.
Well, that's awesome. So we really wanted just to highlight kind of the pool, all the amazing amenities that are happening here, and really even the life-saving impact that the Splash program is having for the community. Yeah. So, hey guys, we appreciate you tagging along to another episode of Behind the Y. If you're even interested in volunteering with the Splash program as well, or wanting to contribute to it even financially, that is also another option.
Absolutely.
So the
equipment we use, I have to pay for equipment, and now my volunteers that are employees, I pay them, so they're volunteering their time, as far as blocking out the time. But so there's any little bit helps. Time, support. Yeah. And the YMCA is a nonprofit organization as well. So any contributions that you were to give to the YMCA only helps us to allow us to expand programming as well, so we can continue to help serve our community. So, anywho, a lot of exciting things happening here, guys. But we can't wait to see you guys back for another episode of Behind the Y. Bye.